Character sheet for Planet of the Dam. First, we'll start with your name, your sex, then your class. That means if you're a police officer, a detective, stuff like that. Then your AC, then your guns, fixing, dex, strength, will, fear, intelligence, charisma, and fighting. And then you have what you look like and your backstory, and then what you have in your items. Now, for class, there are 4 classes you can play: investigator, a police officer, a firefighter, or a taxi driver. Now, if you're a taxi driver, you will get a +3 on your dexterity when you're driving. If you're a police officer, you'll get a +3 on guns. If you're an investigator, you'll get a +3 on intelligence. And if you're a firefighter, you'll get a +3 on fear. Now, we're using the 100% method. So that means you have 2 dice, the percentile dice, and that's how you fill out your character sheet. You roll, then you add the numbers up on the dice, and then put the numbers beside the stats. And now, when you roll, you must roll. You're trying to roll lower than your stats. That means you succeed. Now, if you're fighting an enemy and you tie, you just re-roll until one of y'all succeeds. This is very simple rules. Only thing you don't use percent 100% dice for is your AC. You use 1d20. So you roll a 20-sided dice, and the number on that you put beside your AC. That's your armor class. Now, on your hit points, I forgot to tell you about, you use the 1d100 thing just as well, and you put it beside your stat. So this is very simple. All you are trying to do is roll lower than your stats. Then you use it with C, lets you tie, like I said earlier, and then you just roll. Now, if some bad guy rolls lower than you, you do a 3-roll tournament. That means you roll the dice 3 times, and whoever rolls lower more times than that 3 times, they win. I hope you all understand all this, and that's how you do combat and everything. Driving, anything in the game, you use these stats. Now, important thing about fear, if you, when you're fighting a boss demon, you always roll fear. And if you roll and mess up and you lose the roll for fear, it gives you a disadvantage for that turn. So you have to roll the dice again. So let's say you roll and you got great numbers, but you failed the fear roll, you have to roll again. So you have to take the lower of the 2 dice rolls. Now, willpower is different. Now, when you're down, you only use willpower when you're down to like 6 hit points. That's when you use your willpower. That will make you push on if you're hungry or if you're tired. Now, how you get your stats back is with resting. Resting requires 8 hours of sleep or just rest, and then you can get your stat back, your hit points back, So I hope you understand everything I'm saying. It's pretty simple. And what's great about it is you do the same thing for the monsters before you start the game. For the lower monsters, you roll character sheets for them, and then you roll for them. And now when you're rolling for them, you put the same thing as your stats. So every game will be different stats for the monsters. Only thing that will stay consistent is the head demons. They are always at 80% on every stat. Alright, I hope you enjoy the game, Planet of the Dam.